Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon snowy, wintry edition of the VisionRoot video blog from Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. I'm your host, Richard Urban. Today's topic is, Are True Parents One? And I'd like to start with a reading from 1 Kings. So let's start with that now. So this is Bathsheba speaking. She said to him, My Lord, you yourself swore to me, your servant, by the Lord your God, Solomon, your son shall be king after me, and he will sit on my throne. But now Adonijah has become king, and you, my lord the king, do not know about it. He has sacrificed great numbers of cattle, fattened calves, and sheep, and has invited all the king's sons, Abiathar the priest, and Joab the commanders of the army, but he has not invited Solomon your servant. My lord the king, the eyes of all Israel are on you, to learn from you who will sit on the throne of my lord the king after him. Otherwise, as soon as my lord the king is laid to rest with his ancestors, I and my son Solomon will be treated as criminals. While she was still speaking with the king, Nathan the prophet arrived, and the king was told, Nathan the prophet is here. So he went before the king and bowed with his face to the ground. Nathan said, Have you, my lord the king, declared that Adonijah shall be king after you, and that he will sit on your throne? Today he has gone down and sacrificed great numbers of cattle, fattened calves, and sheep. He has invited all the king's sons and commanders of the army and Abiathar the priest. Right now they're eating and drinking with him and saying, Long live King Adonijah. But me, your servant, and Zadok the priest, and Benaiah son of Jehoiada, and your servant Solomon he did not invite. Is this something my lord the king has done without letting his servants know, who should sit on the throne of my lord the king after him? So that's 1 Kings verses 17 through 27. So this is relevant right now. So we have a situation in the unification movement. Unification movement used to be known as the Family Federation World Peace. It still is, but that's become the heretical sect now, where Reverend Sun Myung Moon, the founder, clearly declared that Hyung Jin Moon and Yana Lee Moon are the successors and representatives for him. In fact, he did it 3 times. I was talking to one sister recently of the Family Federation, who's also been a member like 40 years. I said, do you know that Father Moon appointed Hyung Jim and Yananim 3 times? No, I didn't know. I said, what the heck? So the founder appoints his successor, and this person doesn't know. So, like, the whole thing about the Family Federation movement, they keep people in the dark. It's like, it's almost, if it wouldn't be, deadly serious, it'd be comical. Like, for instance, Jim Stevens, he was in the member and board member of the Maryland Family Federation. So you think, oh, so when he leaves, I'm sure people are talking about it, but how about the organization itself? Like, is the board discussing, wow, why did Jim leave? It's like, oh, well, he's gone, or if there's any announcement, we wish him well in his new endeavors or something like that. It's a complete denial. Like, nobody's even talking about what's going on. Not even knowing that Father Moon appointed his successor. That's because it's a charade in the sense that they don't give all the information out. Like many leaders, have left. So instead of discussing, wow, at the board say, should we be like considering what the successor is saying, what Pastor Hyungjin's saying? Instead, it's like, oh, they just left. I went to the Northern Virginia church a few weeks ago, and it was a youth service, and I was noticing that Shinan Goto used to be youth pastor. He wasn't there. Well, I guess not. Apparently, he's not the youth pastor anymore. And yeah, so that's kind of interesting. And many people like Bergie Hutchison, and who is a longtime state leader in North Carolina. She is now, the sanctuary leader there, and many others throughout the nation. It's like, nobody even, talks about it officially anyway. I mean, it's like not keeping, up with what's really going on. So it's fraudulent is what I'm saying. It's completely fraudulent. It's not real. It's fraudulent. So let's get on with the topic. Are true parents one? Well, first of all, the Han mother, or Hak Jahan, she doesn't talk about her husband. Many people have noticed this. For instance, on her December 12th speech in Las Vegas, she says virtually nothing about her husband. And in her other speech, she says virtually nothing about her husband. Even a normal widow would be glad and proud of their husband. So, but according to Family Federation members, what is the answer why Mrs. Moon changed the scriptures and came out with another book that's 80% different called the Chun Sung Gyung, for instance, after her husband clearly said that he's left these 8 scriptures, one of them being the Chun Sung Gyung, and they should not be changed, and they should be with us for eternity. And the answer is, true parents are one. I guess it's kind of a chant. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of brain dead. I'm sorry to be offensive, but that's okay. If I'm offending you, that's okay. So true parents are one. Okay, so I'm with my wife and I leave clear directions. Okay, I would like to inherit these books. And then as soon as I pass away, my wife says, what the heck? Who cares? I've now decided we are not going to give these books. In fact, we'll get rid of these books or we'll not use them anymore, and so on and so on. After all, I'm one with my husband. Come on, give me a break. This is brain dead. Hello, anybody home? So, I mean, clearly, Hak Chan is not united with her husband. She totally dismissed his wish, however you want to say it, for the scriptures. She's not honoring the legacy of her husband. She dismissed, if you like to say it that way, his wish and his desire and total ministry he's been talking about for the last 20 years at least, extensively, absolutely good sex, the importance of sexual relationships. Well, that's out the window. Do you hear Mrs. Moon talking about that? No. And in fact, the former president of the movement, now the inheritor of the movement, Hyung Jin Moon, was told clearly not to talk about that, which is the core message of the of Reverend Moon. So this is clearly not a woman who's united. And then you could take the June 10th proclamation of 2010, the proclamation of Reverend Moon, where he explains clearly that anyone who does not honor the appointment, which he just made in 2009 of Hyung Jin Moon, is a heretic and destroyer. And ironically, that has now fallen to Hak Jahan Moon. So, if you're watching this video and you don't want to hear about how Father appointed Hyung Jin Moon 3 times, you don't want to hear about how Mother, especially for instance, Mother Hak Jahan, has proclaimed now on October 25th and several other times, the second coming of Christ is herself. Hello? Not Father. And I was talking with actually the regional director a few weeks ago when I was in Northern Virginia. And he said, oh, she's not saying that it's not Father. Okay, well, if you think that, hello, anybody home? She says, it's me. I'm the one. What could be more clear? Okay, if you want to deny what Mother's saying and pretend she didn't say it, hello, what is that? This is crazy. So I implore you to pay attention. Watch the video about Hyung Jin Moon's, appointment, and when also the beautiful prayers Father gave when he was inaugurated. If you don't care that Father inaugurated Hyung Jin Moon, maybe you should get another movement or go to another, hello, you've joined another movement right now with Hak Jahan. It's her movement, whatever you want to call it, cult, some people call it. I know we don't like that word because we're many times called that, but it's a sect where it says Hak Jahan is the second coming. Hello? Is that the group you want to be in? This is crazy. So, please take the time on this nice, peaceful, snowy winter afternoon or whenever you're watching this to look into these matters. I'll have the links on the screen for you. Clearly, true parents are not one. Take the time and look into what's going on. I hope you'll be blessed. And as you know, on February 13th, you may not know, there will be a blessing for returning to True Father's authority. Now, if you're watching this and you are member of the Unification Movement, and you participated in the Foundation Day ceremony, that was February 22nd, 2013, then you need to participate in this blessing you're turning to for God's authority. Otherwise, your blessing is no longer valid, and after
February 13th.
you will not be a blessed couple anymore. So, and you'll have to complete the 3-day ceremony again, 40-day separation. That is a very sad thing. So please pay attention and visit the sanctuary website. Do participate in this upcoming blessing. I hope you will be truly blessed when we thank God for his beautiful cleansing snow and wind. And I thank you for watching, and God bless you. This is Richard Urban on Capitol Hill. Until next time, good afternoon.